Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's class. So in this class, we want to learn how to construct circles, parallel lines, and perpendicular lines. So these are the instruments we are going to be using to construct them because your math set must have all these materials. You must have this what we call divider. So it's used to get a measurement um, and place it on whatever we want to construct. So that is the function of this. This is a protractor. So this one is used to measure angles, as you can see, to measure angles. That is that. Then this is okay, I've mentioned divider. This is set square. We have two types here. So this one is for 5 degrees set square. This is 60 and 30 degrees set squares. And this is compass. So this is a compass, this is a ruler and a pencil. So these are the instruments we're going to be using to construct the three I've mentioned: circle, parallel lines, and perpendicular lines in this video. So let's start with circle. So in constructing circles, so we need compass and pencil. So as you can see in your math set, you're going to have two pencils, the long one and the short one. So the short one will be inside your compass, and for you to use it, you have to put the compass, the pencil inside the compass here, and make sure when you are putting it, make sure you close the compass like this, and the tip of the pencil and the tip of the compass are the same. They are aligned, as you can see. So then you screw this, tighten it, make sure it is okay this way. Then you can see it cannot shake. Then make sure this place, if you have a screwdriver, just make sure you tighten it so that you'll be firm. As you can see, this you find difficult to close to open. So by the time we are using it, it should not affect whatever we have measured through this. So that is that. Then at the same time, we will also need this pencil to do some measurement. Then ruler, you might not necessarily need ruler at this junction. So let's start with the circle. So in constructing a circle, you must be given, unless you're asked to just construct any circle, you'll be given a radius. Sometimes question will ask you to use a diameter, but what is needed here is to know the radius. So if the radius of the circle is, assuming it is 2 centimeters, we want to construct a circle of radius 2 centimeters. So we'll place our ruler here, right? So as you can see, this is centimeters on my ruler, as you can see. So this is centimeters on my ruler. So what I'm going to do, I'll place the compass, the tip of the compass, I'll place it on 0, not on 1. You start from 0. From 0 to 1, that is, you have measured 1 centimeter. So I'll place it on 0. Then I'll not, the tip of my pencil will also be on 2. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. So you place it on 2, as you can see. You can see it's well placed on 2. So once it's on 2 like this, then you remove it. So that is that on that. So we'll go back. So after that, so the next stage is to locate your center, the center of the circle you want to construct. This is the center. Let's say this is my center, the center of my circle. So what I will just do now is for me to place the tip of this compass at my center, right? I'll place it at the center like this. Then I will hold the end of it this way, as you can see, right? As you can see, I will hold it this way. Sorry, I'm trying to because of the shadow. So the next stage now is for me to turn. I will then turn. I will move it. I will move it. I'll move it this way. So you can move it clockwise or anti-clockwise just for you to form your circle. So that is the circle that has been formed. I believe you can see it's clear, right? Good. So that's the first one. Now there's another one that is called concentric circle. Concentric concentric circles. So circles that have the same center but different radius. Circles with the same center but different what radius. So that is what we call concentric circles. So assuming you are asked to construct concentric circles of 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 4 centimeters. So since this is still my 2 centimeters, I'll place it on it. Then I'll turn it. I'll construct my 2 centimeters. That is that. So I've done that. So the next is for me to measure 3 centimeters. Measure 3 centimeters. As you can see. As you can see. Look at it. It's on 3 centimeters. Right? So after that, I'll remove it. I'll place that same center. Then I'll construct it again. Right, that is the second one. So for the fourth one, I'll do the same thing. I'll place it on 0. I'll extend it to 4. Don't forget, it must be on 0, not on 1. So place it on 1, you have measured 3 centimeters, not 4 centimeters, right? So this is it. Now I'll do the same thing. I'll place it on this. Yeah. As you can see, so we have constructed concentric circles now. So the next stage now is for us to construct parallel lines. So let's move to parallel lines now. Now for parallel lines, there are 2 ways of constructing or drawing parallel line, constructing parallel lines. You see that we use ruler and a set square. So we make use of this, or we make use of ruler and compass to draw. So we're going to use the 2 in this video. Make use of the 2. So let's start with the first one. Now parallel lines, before we construct, parallel lines are lines that do not meet. No matter how you extend the lines, they can never meet. So when you have 2 or more lines that is drawn in such a way that the lines will never meet, even if you extend it from Nigeria to London, it will not what meet. So that is what we call parallel lines. So in that case, how do we do that? So if you're given a straight line here, so let me start with this. This is straight line. This is the first one, straight line. And we want to construct another line parallel to this straight line. It now depends on the distance that will be between the 2 lines. Depends on the distance that will be between the 2 lines. Assuming the distance between the 2 lines will be let's say 7 centimeters of, let's say 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters apart, 4 centimeters apart. So we want to construct that. So the next line, so what we're going to do now is this. I'll measure 4 centimeters. I'll measure 4 centimeters. This is 0. Starting from 0 here. This is 0 here, right? This is 0, as you can see. This is 0. Then this is 4. So I've measured 4 here. So I'll mark this point here. This is the point. I'll mark this point. You can see I've marked it. So the next thing, I want to draw a line. I'll parallel to this. So what I'm going to do now is I'll place, please, just listen carefully. I'll place, I'm making use of, let me make use of this. I'll place the edge, place one edge of the set square along the given line, along this line you have drawn. So I'm going to place this edge. This is an edge here, this one. I'll place it along it here, right? I'll place it. I'll make sure it is aligned to on that line. It's exactly on it, right? It must not be like this, right? So it must be exactly at that place, right? Good. I think I've gotten it. So this is it, right? So the next stage, I'll now place, sorry, let me zoom out. All right, it's okay. So after placing it here, as you can see, good. So I will now hold it firmly. You hold it firmly with your right hand. Then you now place the edge of this ruler at the other edge of the set square. I'll place it here and hold the ruler firmly. Then you can release this hand. So after you have held the ruler firmly, so you now slide. Make sure it is you now slide, make sure it is at the edge. You can see you now slide the set square up to that point you have already marked. So then you release the ruler and hold the set square firmly again. Then now take your pencil to draw a straight line on that line. As you can see, we have drawn a line parallel to this line here. This line is parallel to this line. As you can see, it's parallel. This is the line here, and this is the line here. So as you can see now, this line is parallel to this line. If we should measure it, we will see that we're going to have the same, because this is 4 centimeters here. So let me zoom. So if you place another place, it should give you the same 4 centimeters. So that shows that what they are parallel. So that is how to construct parallel lines using a set square and a ruler. So the next stage is to learn how to construct parallel lines using compass and ruler. Compass and ruler. So let's move to the next stage. All right, we're going to make use of the same question. Want to draw parallel lines 4 centimeters apart. So the first thing is for you to draw a straight line here of any length. Then measure your 4 centimeters here, as I have done here. So this is the points. So then the next stage is, let's mark any point on this line drawn. So let's this point and this point. So let me call this one point A and this point B, right? So the next stage now is to place the compass on the 2 points A and B, A and B, as you can see. So after placing it, as you can see, make sure it is well placed, right? So after I've opened it to that place, so the next stage is to place the compass at O. So I'm going to place the compass here, this point O here. I'll place my compass here. Then I'll mark an arc above B. Above B here. I'll make an arc here. This is an arc. I'll make an arc here above B. So after that, the next stage, then I'll open the compass again. I'll open the compass again to this radius OA here. Then the first one is I open it to AB. So this one I'll open it to OA. That is that point and A. I'll open it to that. So after that, I'll then place it on B. So I'll place the compass on B. I'll place the compass on B. Now mark it to touch this one. As you can see, it can't touch it. So what I will need to do is to adjust this again. So I'll bring it here. So I'll extend it. I'll extend it downward, right? Then I'll measure this OA. I'll measure this OA. And I'll place it on B. I'll place it on B. And I'll mark it. So where the two arcs meet, they're meeting at this point here. So I'll now join that point to this point here to draw a straight line. I'll still re-explain. So I'll join it. So let me use pen so that it will be clearer. Yeah. So I'll join it, as you can see. So I'll join it, the two. So this line and this line are parallel. They are parallel lines now, as you can see. So if you should measure it, we need to have the same distance from here. Let's measure it in another place. So you're going to have the same distance, as you can see. So that's how to use compass and the ruler to construct parallel lines. So let me do it again so that you get it. So the first thing to do is to draw a straight line. Draw a straight line. If you are given the distance between the two lines, measure the distance. In this case, we are given it to be 4 centimeters. Let me place it here on 4 centimeters. I'll measure the 4 centimeters to a point. This is the point here. This is the point here. I'll label the point to be O, as you can see. Then the next stage is to mark any point on the lines I've drawn. Let me mark this one to be A and mark this one to be what? To be B. So I have 2 points. So the next stage, I'll open my compass and place it on those 2 points, right? So as you can see, I'll place it on the point. So the next thing is for me to place it on I'll place the compass at O. I'll place the compass at this point I have at the top here. I'll make an arc above this. Let's make an arc above this like this. So I'll make an arc here. So that is the first part. So the next part, so let me make it bolder. You know what? So make it bolder. This is the arc here, as you can see. Then I'll place the compass again. I open the compass to A, this side, and this side, and this point rather. So I'll open it to this. This is it. So the first point here and the point here. So I'll open it to that point. So the next stage, I'll now place the tip of the compass on B, on point B, and I'll make another arc that'll cross the previous arc, the first arc I made. So where the points of their intersection will now be joined to that point O. I will join 2 points to that point O to form the other lines, as you can see. So these two lines are parallel. So I've explained how to construct parallel lines using set squared and ruler. Then now I've also explained how to use compass and a ruler to construct. So the next stage is to construct perpendicular lines. So all right, perpendicular lines. So two lines are perpendicular to each other if they intersect at right angle, that is, they intersect at 90 degrees. So you have a line this way, you have a line, and you have another line, and when they are intersecting, the intersection forms angle 90 degrees. So this line and this line here are perpendicular. So that's what we call perpendicular lines. How do we construct this? So that's what we want to learn here. Now the first part we're going to do here is to construct a perpendicular line from a point on a given line. So you are given this line, here, you are given this line. You now want to construct another line that is perpendicular to this at a point here. Assuming this is the point here. So let's say the point is point A. You're given this point A, and the question asks you to construct a perpendicular line, a line that will be perpendicular to this line at this point. That is, the line will go from here to this place. So what are we going to do? We're making use of ruler and a set square. So how do we do that? So what we're going to do, let me make use of the smaller one. So what we're going to do, I'll place the edge here on this line like this. As you can see, I'm not placing it like this, unlike that when we want to construct parallel lines. So it will be like this, right? As you can see, make sure it is aligned. When aligned, good. So you now hold it firmly, right? You hold it firmly. So the next stage is to now place your ruler at the hypotenuse of the set square here, as you can see, right? So the next stage is for us, I'll place it firmly, right? So it's for us to now slide down. We'll slide down the set square. We'll slide down like this. We'll slide down until this edge here is exactly on the point. As you can see, it's not exactly at that point. So you can see, oh, I have to do it again. This is, you place it here, then hold it firmly, Then place your ruler at the hypotenuse here and hold the ruler firmly. So if you did not hold it firmly, you will not get the accurate measurement. So in that case, I will now slide this down. I'll slide it down. So as you can see, I'll slide it down until the other edge is at the point we want to draw our perpendicular line on. So as you can see, it's exactly on it. So then I will drop the ruler and hold the set square firmly. And I'll take my pencil, then I will draw the line up. I'll draw it, as you can see. So you can see now, so this line is perpendicular to this line, so that it's formed angle 90 degrees. So this is it. So that's how the first part, that is, you're given a particular point that you want to construct it to. So that's the first part. So the second part is, so constructing, the second part is to construct a perpendicular line to a line from a point outside the line, unlike the one we just finished. It is on the line. So it's like when you have a line. This is a line here. You have this line, and you want to construct a perpendicular line to this line, to this point here. This point, let's say the point is B. Want to construct it to B. So the first thing you do is you place ruler on this given line here. You place your ruler on this given line, right? So once that is done, then place your set square, one edge at the at the edge of the ruler, right? This is, then you hold the ruler firmly, then slide the ruler to the point. Slide the ruler to the point. As you can see, is exactly on the point. Then release the ruler and draw your line, as you can see. So that is it. So we've drawn it. No matter how the point or the line is being placed, you'll find it easier to. So that is how to construct perpendicular lines. So that is that for this video. If you find this video useful and helpful, kindly subscribe to this channel and give us a thumb up, then share it with your friends, and we'll meet in the next video where we'll be looking at how to construct different angles using compass. So see you in the next video. Bye for now.